World Wide Web. So it is another payday pickup. So yes, so I got paid a few days earlier, and being in the Christmas period, or getting for the Christmas period, I went down on the weekends to my local kind of town. Some of it was shut, obviously it was not very nice weather, but we did what we did, and I came across a few things in CEX. Obviously I did have a voucher, and I did have the old DVD of the Joker, because I got the 4K upgrade from AJ, so I traded that in for £1.20, which kind of went towards something I bought. But overall, so as a top, we will get into the video footage now. So we start off with the anime section. Now, my CEX have moved the anime section around, so it's now right as you come up the stairs. This is why I started off here. So have a few good titles here. Some Dragon Ball, just kind of a Digimon. I think season 2 was at Tamers. One Piece, as you'll see, it looks like someone has traded in their whole One Piece collection. Funnily enough, this is a series that I am actively working on building up, so I will probably be picking up some of these titles over the coming months. Not much more, and then we move into the Blu-ray side of things. Again, I had a lot. It's quite busy. You'll see it's quite fully stacked, and there was a lot of people around me, so I keep moving back and forth. That was a reprinted label of the second 300 film that I realised I did not have in the collection. Just kind of say Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah, just kind of. Do have a lot of the movies that you feature, or most of the mainstream ones. A lot of the random ones I don't have or don't know about, so please feel free. If there is something, drop it down in the comments below. And yeah, I'm kind of just, I always go across kind of titles that I may look and just see how they are. Furious, it's alright, not going to pay £12, but see Fast and Furious, I know I've got a box set, I think of 1 to 8 or maybe 9 or something. Fear of the Walking Dead, again the series go back. The Fall, I have all of that. That looked quite a nice box set, but as I said, it ends with us. Quite a good movie, I thought, from this year for a change. There's another copy of it. And then we have some anime. Now, I did look online before and check out the anime, and they had more online, and when I turned up for Blu-ray, they hardly had anything of it, so I don't know what was going on there. Mongrels, I think that's called. Memento. Kind of looking at these box sets, obviously, to upgrade and downsize space. Maxine, I have 1 and 2. I did like the look of Maxine, but I wasn't a big fan of the story. So if there is something I'm scrolling along and I overlook, please do shout it out in the comments. Obviously the Musketeers I have. Madam Web, £6, still wouldn't pay that for it. Give it a few more quid off. The Nun 2, I think that was. One to pick up, obviously Swamp Thing series. They did have the original movie and I didn't pick it up, and now I can't find it for love or money. So it's another one I'm looking out for. That's why I keep moving. Swamp Thing Showgirls, I think we all remember that if you were born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. So as you can see, anime seems to keep its money quite a lot. So the Silent Voice there, that was down to £8, but it's on my Christmas list, so I can't buy it. Total Recall, the original. Tombstone there as well for £8. Thanksgiving and Talk to Me, and then the Three Musketeers Milady. One I don't own but have seen, did enjoy that last year. As I say, people are moving back and forth, so apologies for the poor camera angle. Bad Grandpa Bear's Parade, Arrow, have all of that. Yeah, just checking behind it. And Attack on Titan, I think that's part of the final series. Conjuring 7-part. We've got Cars. Cats. Was tempted to pick it up just to see it, but obviously I know it's been rated really, really badly, but given enough time, who knows. Godzilla. A little bit expensive. I've been itching to watch that of late. Grindhouse, so that's the two movies back to back. Jurassic Park, Jujutsu Kaisen, Jeepers Creepers there. Joe 90. I'm a fan of Thunderbirds, never really watched Joe 90. Jungle Cruise there, £3, not bad. In the Cold of the Night, never even heard of that, and I Am, never heard of that one either. But you pick these ones up if it maybe takes my fancy. I might look. Navy SEALs. There's a Near 7 movie. I do have, I think, the complete first or main series of that. I don't know if it's linked to that one or not. It's Ouija Ocean's 11. And then we go to the Star Wars. There's a Saw box set. One on my list, but it's a tad too expensive. But I do want to upgrade because I have most of them. Sound of Music. My wife was just talking about that before I left to go to town. So that's why I had to take a look at that. Swiss Army Man. £6. Still a little bit expensive. I am quite curious to see that movie. I've heard very mixed reviews, but I'm happy to give it a go. Back up to the A's again. So lots of Aliens. Obviously, that box set I just picked up, that's one I have on my Christmas list. So unfortunately, I can't buy any of them here. Hopefully, I will get it for Christmas so I can watch them in the new year. Die Hard box set, just as thick as the individuals. So not really. Debrew 2. I preferred 1. Dark Star, never heard of it. Dune Part 2, one I need to pick up, but I do have a special edition for one, so I may hold out. I'm thinking Deadpool Wolverine is already there. I'm in no rush at all to pick that up for my Marvel collection. Cruella de Vil, think I may have that in collection, not quite sure. Chronicle, I did enjoy that movie. I know a lot of people don't like found footage, but the Gran Turismo, I didn't mind that either. That was quite a okay movie for this year. And with Garfield, The Last of Us, I did enjoy that series. I look forward to 2. Then we have Nicolas Cage's Longlegs. Again, I enjoyed it, but I'm not in a rush to pick it up for the collection. I don't think once you know the twist-ish, it's not really going to be a brilliant second watch. I could be wrong. Princess Bride. I am Diego Montoya. You Kill My Father. Again, Prometheus kind of alien box set. Again, I can't pick it up because it's linked. And we've got Star Wars, Star Trek there. Nice 6-movie box set. And a special edition. I think the Picard final season as well is one I would like to pick up at some point. Sweeney watched that recently. Skyscraper watched that recently. We have the Underworlds. Still more to go. See, they're quite fully rammed, and there's a lot of different titles in there. Barbed Wire, I think I will pick out. And Borderlands, yeah, I mean, maybe if it's a few quid, I may pick up Barbed Wire, £8. Would like it. I'm very tempted of the nice editions, but it's not a great movie. It's not one I'm going to rush to rewatch, so I will just pick up the Blu-ray if it becomes cheaper, or watch my DVD. And then we have a very small handpicking of Dragon Ball Z. They said there was supposed to be more. Like I looked to pick up Despicable Me 4. I saw it at the cinema. kind of product movie. It's just the same as the others, really. Hellboy, that's the David Harbour one. Hotel Transylvania, there's a collection, but it's quite expensive for the free, so I'm not going to downsize that collection just yet. Life's Too Short, I think it's £12, so it's a little expensive for my liking. Pirate Express, I want to look at that for Christmas. I want to watch that for Christmas because I've never seen it. Slacker, not the movie I was thinking it was going to be. There's a Steven Seagal set just went by. Vikings, never seen it. Wednesday, and this is the thing, it's like W, but there's still another shelf. That's how Rams. Blazing Saddles, obviously people trade it in as the new edition comes out. Bohemian Rhapsody, more Borderlands. Bad Boys, that's the latest one. Neon Genesis Evangeli, like a special edition type one. That's the newer versions. Still one to get, the original for my anime set. The Expendables and stuff I have. Despicable Me 4, more of it. My Hero Academia, Harold and the Purple Crayon, Lethal Weapon, La La Land, yeah, Le Mans, Quiet Place, sorry, 1 and 2 there, and the new one. I did like the new one, so we'll have to pick that up at some point. Resident Evil seems to be going back up in price. Rob Roy, never seen it. Liam Neeson, should I give it a watch? Twisters, Sonic. Kind of, as I say, a lot of the usual titles, some odd ones, and then the final one I just kind of skim through. Young Guns, do you need that for the collection? Ted Lasso there, I never watched that, I hear good things. Rick and Morty there is one I am tempted to start collecting, so they're not too expensive. Robo-Doc there. And now we've done the video footage, and you'll see from the front line, which I kind of want to go on, is CEX's prices. Now, as you may know or be aware, that they've started to come into reprinted labels and something like this. And I came across Mad Max Anthology. It was the Blu-ray, I believe, the 4 discs. It doesn't include Furiosa. And as you can see from the picture that I'll put up back again, obviously the reprinted label was £18 and the normal one was £15. I'm sure this is probably just an error, maybe, of pricing, because as I checked on the website and it says for 15, so it should be right. But it's still a bit of concern when you look at it. It's like, why would you pay full price? Why would you pay £3 more for a reprinted label, unless they're now trying to fund all the costs of reprinting a label onto the audiences? Who knows? But anyway, I digress, and we shall smooth it. You know, it won't be the first time. There's always issues with CEX you have, but for the most part, it wasn't too bad. So what did I get from my CEX? So I did spend most of my £40 voucher. I don't have much of it left, but it was kind of, I'm coming up to Christmas. I wanted to there was a few bits that I wanted to get. So first off, I picked up the Steelbook a little while ago of Young Guns 2. So they did have a copy of the Blu-ray of Young Guns 1. So I thought, why not? I'm not actively going to go out and seek the other Blu-ray because I know it isn't cheap at the minute, so we'll pick up this. Means I can upgrade the DVDs that I've got. Next is another upgrade, so this is We Are the Millers. So we watched this last night with me and my wife. I've got to take the labels off, so yeah, so this is another upgrade I already had, but it was quite enjoyable, and we're struggling. I'm basically been struggling for movies to watch with my wife, so I'm trying to find stuff that I can kind of upgrade and make her sit down and watch. like this one, so The Boy Next Door. But I thought it was alright. Watched it at the cinema. I think I did buy it on DVD. I may not have, but it's now in the collection. We have Jungle Cruise. So again, weird like this. My wife likes Jack Whitehall, who obviously features in this, but obviously not having Disney Plus, might as well buy it and enjoy it and have it in the collection. Obviously, you'll see a rank thing. So we have Cruella, again, another one that I thought I had in the collection, but I don't. So we have there. So this one was actually gifted to me from AJ. Unfortunately, when I went to play it the other week, it turns out that it doesn't play. So I went and saw a copy of it. I've never seen a copy of this film out, so I went and bought it anyway. So I have to give that copy back to AJ one way or the other. And then we have 3 more. So we have this one. So this is from a fairly new 2019 new anime studio. This is Whitesnake. I'm not expecting massive amounts for it for £2, but I thought, well, it's worth a try. My wife likes animated movies, so it might be quite fun. Then to go on the back that is behind me somewhere, as you see, I've started to pick up volumes. So this is one of my anime collection. I believe they're in the 30s to 40s volumes, and this is volume 6. So I've kind of made it my thing that each month I will go there, I'll try and pick a copy up. Now my place had like the first 30 volumes of One Piece, so somebody had obviously traded their whole collection in. Most of the volumes are normally 10 quid, some are more. I'm kind of on a fixate, I don't want to spend more than £10. I do have the first 4 volumes and now have 6, so I'll pick up 5 at some point, but as this was the cheapest. And then the final one that I had to, well, I didn't have to pick up, but I decided to pick up, was an upgrade, was the Star Trek collection. So yep, so this is the original collection. So it says the first 6 movies of Kirk's team, William Shatner's. I do want to get the box set for the next 4 as well, or 5, I think it is. And then I need to get a Kelvin set that I have on my Christmas list. So I picked these up, so I look forward to looking at this. They're quite cool. But the CX person was a bit like, he pulled out all the discs and went, do you want them in the order, or can I just put them in any which way? And I'm like, as long as they're all there. But I am a bit like, it takes 5 seconds to like put them in, and literally managed to put every single one in a different disc, 7 discs, and he didn't even get one in the right order. But that has been my little payday pickup, wrong way around. So quite a few for the collection, quite a few upgrades, so a lot of stuff to take out of the old ones. But thank you very much for coming along to payday pickups. Yeah, obviously massive amount just before Christmas. Obviously expect a lot more videos coming in the future. But I've been Cypher Sigma Screen Time. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things you want to do, and I shall see you in the next one.